Good Monday morning, friends. Me and my buddy Frank are sitting out here listening to the rain on a Monday morning. And it's a good Monday morning because I slept well last night for the first night in a lot of nights. Last week, I caught a nasty bug. And you know how bugs can settle someplace in your body? And for me, it settled in my colon and my hips. And there was no sleeping at night. It was when I would go to lay down at night. So, last night, I finally slept well. I have a new appreciation for all of you with joint aches and pains, and I'm thinking of specific people. Those arthritic kind of things that keep you awake and are painful all the time. Yeah, I have a new appreciation for that. Not that I didn't before, but I can empathize now. The funny thing about hips, and I know this because mine go out kind of regularly, and so I've paid attention to it over the years, but hips are a place where they facilitate you moving forward, right? Flowing forward. They also have to do with joy. Your heart has to do with joy and your hips have to do with joy. This weekend, I had the hardest time you can imagine getting the next thing ready. The next thing that I'm working on getting ready is the Detox Reboot. Working on it because I want to bring some new things from last spring. The people that are joining me already, we're going to have a great time. And I am going to do more of a carnivore kind of cleanse. I know some people are going to do more of a vegetarian kind of cleanse. The key really is to pick one or the other. It turns out that when you eat meat and vegetables together, the combination of the proteins and fats and the carbohydrates create, a gummy substance in your intestines. If you're eating well, your body will slough it and all of that, but it does kind of accumulate, and that's why you need to clean out a couple times a year, keep things moving well, get rid of all the accumulated gunk. Also called ama in the Ayurveda. They have a great word, ama. It covers all the sticky, icky, gooey gunk. Whether it's mental, emotional, because we get emotional sticks, right? Being sick, when you start paying attention to your body, one of those emotional sticking points came up for me this past week, and I thought, ooh, that's a thing I need to digest and figure out how to deal with. I don't know how. It's been there for a while. It's an emotional ama, or sticky, gunky thing that's stuck. You get it in your intestines, your liver, gallbladder. Hopefully you don't get it in other parts of your body, but if you have inflammation in your body, you do have it in other places of your body. If you have regular headaches, joint aches and pains, muscle aches and pains, allergies. I don't have my list written down, but it's a huge long list. Pretty much anything that's caused by inflammation, which causes pretty much everything, you have ama in your system and you need to clean it out. When you go to, which is why all of those exclusion diets work really well, because they detox your body. So for this, either cut out all the vegetables and go to the carnivore keto kind of cleanse, because it works amazingly well. And it's so super simple. So much easier actually than any other thing. And it's really accessible. And right about now, we're going into the season of the red meat harvest. It's starting to get cold, so the fat's driving into the meat. The animals' bodies are preparing for winter by storing extra fat and storing it in their muscles. And that is like the perfect human food for fall and winter. If your animals have been on the grass So they're storing all of that goodness and out in the sunshine. So they're getting the vitamin D, which is a fat-soluble vitamin. Cows can store it in their fat and in their milk. So it's good stuff. Carnivore has its place. If you go to the vegetable end, beets, carrots, apples, all the vegetables, the roots that are in season right now, that's your thing. Those dark greens that are really deeply nourishing, but also have the extra fiber, that's your thing right now. They'll help you clean because your body only has one thing that it needs to do. Fats are super important, especially if you want to help clean your liver or gallbladder. Because fat is, not only does your gallbladder produce the bile that digests the fats, the presence of the fats stimulates the gallbladder to produce bile. It's a really nice little cycle there. And you need the bile in order to digest the proteins and the meat. It's a great little package deal. And when you get that well-digested protein, fat package, there's nothing left to stick. The fat lubricates all the little villi in your colon. Your body can fully digest the proteins and pull out all of the nutrients in it. And it helps to clean and lubricate and maintain your colon. If you go for a vegetarian route, you just need to add more fats at certain points in your day so that your body can utilize the fiber that's going through and that fat to lubricate and scrub and clean everything out. And the fat will again help stimulate the gallbladder and liver so that they can clean out too. So I've been trying to get all of this ready. My hips have been killing me, and I don't use that word lightly. It hurt. And so it was very, very hard this weekend. But I think I fixed it last night. Got things moving in a good direction, got some sleep, and so now we're ready to rock and roll today. And so all of this is just kind of coming out and you're getting the benefit of it. So if you want to join me, I'm starting next Monday because I've got stuff going on this weekend and I have a 2-week window. And so this has thrown my digestive system off, and so mine is suddenly looking a little different. But that's when I'm going to be guiding, and I'll share in the detox what I am doing more specifically to support my digestion right now, because it took a pummeling this week. It really did. But I have all the tools. I know what I need to do. So it's just doing it and working with my body. If you get one of these viruses, cold, or a flu, or it doesn't matter what it is really, cold, flu, you get a flare-up. I know this will flare up. I have a friend that has lupus, and she's got a flare-up with the humidity. Arthritis can flare up right now. Listen to your body. Listen to your gut. Eat only when and exactly what your stomach wants. Don't let your brain overthink it and say, oh, you need this. Nuh-uh. Listen to what your gut wants, because when you follow your gut, it'll lead you in the right way. Your heart and your mind can kind of override, and that's when you get in trouble. But when your heart and your mind and your gut are in agreement and they're willing to listen to each other and work with each other, and that means listening to your gut, because that's the one that we most often discount and tell it, you don't know what you think you know. Just shut up and take this. Listen to it. Give it only and exactly what it wants, and you'll be okay. It'll steer you right. So I will be sharing a link to where you can get more information and sign up to join me if you want to. and explore this really easy. I keep it simple. You don't have to buy anything special, anything extra. We're just going to use nature and nature's rhythms and nature's processes to reboot, unplug, take a breather, and then come back online refreshed, clear, clean, with your body in good working order for winter. You've gotten rid of summer's gunk, shifted into being ready for the cooler, drier weather of winter, away from summer's excess heat and moisture. That's summer, into the cool, dry of fall and winter, and be ready to rock it in a more healthful way. Well, also, you should leave with more tools in your toolbox for staying healthy, for maintaining it, because tools in the toolbox of health is what you need, especially natural ones. So, have a great and abundant week, and I hope I will see you in the reboot next week.